Philly, Joe and Kirby podcast.
This is the Philly, Joe and Kirby podcast.
Dr. Feelgood, 92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station, Motley Crue, 609. Philly, Joe and Kirby on a Monday morning.
I just read something about the band, actually, that they're doing something. And I know that sounds like a lot of information.
I'm like, wow.
But,
okay.
No, it was something that stood out to me. Just give me half a sec. But
Sounds like talking to my dad. I was over visiting him yesterday, and he's like, we saw a movie lately. We saw a movie recently, Phil. What was it called? Calf!
yes.
There's a movie with that guy. What the hell was it called?
Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, except I have nobody to yell to help me out. But they've released a cover of Fight for Your Right from the Beastie Boys.
Oh, Motley Crue.
And they're putting out on an EP.
Oh, I did see that as well, yes.
An EP called Cancelled is coming out from the band. We were just talking the other day about if Vince Neil can still sing. And, the response from most people came back no.
I think if you push him into a studio and you've got the right producer, sure, they can make something happen. But nothing that I've seen live says that his A game is there, or maybe even not his B game. But whatever, they're still hammering away.
Coming out October 4th.
Everybody has their heyday.
Like their prime, and then
That's just how it is.
Excellent point this morning, Kirby. Thanks. Hey,
I'm
Joe.
here for the insight.
Everybody has their heyday,
Yeah,
and then they get old. So
Their heyday.
I'm just living in my heyday, okay?
At 35.
Yes.
How do you know that you're not going to hit your heyday at 40?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm living in a heyday.
it's your heyday. Well, you're thriving.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is your heyday. I think if you look back, when the book comes out someday, Joe, you're going to write what's that called at the beginning?
The foreword.
Yeah, you're going to write the foreword. When your book comes out, Kirby, there'll be a chapter called Heyday, and it'll be these years.
And you'll say to yourself, I thought I hit my first heyday at 35. Then at 40.
Oh, it's the best, though.
45.
Everybody has their heyday.
And in some cases, some people have multiple heydays.
No, I don't think that's what you said.
No, you didn't say
You
that.
said
Well, I hope
everybody
to have
has
multiple
their heyday,
heydays.
and then it goes, but now you're retracting.
Okay.
I just got a funny feeling today's going to be goofy in this room. We were out on the weekend of the Burt Block Party. Man, what a night.
Yeah.
We will definitely be talking about that as we go forward this morning. Bone Phone coming up in less than 10.
Philly, Joe, Kirby.
Philly, Joe and Kirby
Podcast.
The Philly, Joe and Kirby podcast.
Ever feel like no one's listening? We've got your back. Call the Bone Phone, 780-BONE. Brought to you by Auto Gallery of Winnipeg.
Hi guys, the Wealth Dragon calling. I'm sitting out in the porch on Saturday, having a coffee and a muffin, listening to your Saturday show. It's nice and warm. Like, I don't know what the temperature is, but I don't care. It's nice and hot. So tell me what you did on your weekend. Okay, what?
Well, Wealth Dragon, I'll start by saying, just so everybody knows, because there's several calls from the Burt Block Party on the Bone Phone, we're going to run those just after 7 o'clock as a collection of Burt Block Party Bone Phone calls.
Yeah, It was a great weekend, and I think it was Kirby that gave us the heads up going into Friday that it could have been the warmest weekend left because temperatures start to drop this week. But
And it didn't disappoint. It was hot.
it was beautiful and hot at the Bomber game on Friday night, the Burt Block Party as well. And even yesterday cooperated because it rained in the morning, and then temperatures were good for the last night.
So happy to get home just as the rain started. I went for a walk in the morning, but yeah, I was just like, I didn't see rain in the forecast even.
Mm-hmm. That was in there though, yeah. And I actually would have liked to get a little more yesterday. It's a little rain on the grass is nice, but at least we got some. This call came in Friday, and I wish I would have played it Friday. It was my anniversary on Friday, but this guy wanted an anniversary shout out as well.
Hey guys, it's Jerry calling, non-smoking Jerry. I just wanted to call and say congratulations to Philly. It is also my wedding anniversary today. 10 years today that Michelle and I got married. Congratulations to you and Stacy. Have a great day, you guys. Listen to your show every day. Love it.
Hey, thank you.
Aw, happy anniversary, guys.
This came in on the Boston Pizza text line this morning. I hope Donna, a.k.a. Spooner, is listening. It's her birthday today. That's from Jeff, her husband. So Donna, a.k.a. Spooner.
Nice.
It's a heck of a nickname.
I love
Happy
it.
birthday.
Okay, so some positivity to start the bone phone. Now to some traffic and specifically farmers in traffic.
Friday, 5:23, on my way back to Steiner, back from Winnipeg. Man, these country bumpkin farmers, I'm telling you what, they pull out of these side roads on the highways, bunch of traffic bearing down on them, doing 100 to 116, hardly stopping distance, and these jackasses pull out expecting you just to slam on your binders or switch to the left lane when you got a bunch of traffic beside you. So for all you bonehead farmers out there, just wait. Just wait your damn turn. Wait for the traffic to open up. Quit forcing the subject. That's all I got. J-Dog's out. Peace.
Thank you, J-Dog. I'm sure the farmers will react to that and talk about how difficult it is moving heavy machinery around on the highway.
He's just talking to the bonehead farmers, though, not all the farmers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, truck driver incident in traffic.
Good morning, Philly, Joe, and Kirby. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy Monday, all. Just wanted to take a second and send out a quick message to the a-hole that was driving the gravel truck northbound on Route 90 on Friday that forced my kid's car off the road to barrel roll and end up on the other side of the highway.
Ooh.
My kid's fine, thanks.
Oh, thank
Not that you stuck around to find out, which to me means one of two things. Either you're a freaking psychotic and you need your license revoked, or you're a freaking coward around with your tail between your legs. Anyways, everybody have a great Monday, except you son of a you know what you did.
That's
rough.
awful.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully somebody hears that call, and maybe somebody grabbed the license plate.
Or has like dash cam footage
yeah.
or something about that.
I mean,
yeah.
usually those people would have stopped, though, and passed that along to see if that kid was okay, but wow.
Just
Yeah.
glad everybody's okay.
Yeah, that's what we're thankful for. Okay, the Timmy's drive-through line. Been a while since we had one of these calls.
You know, when you're going through that Timmy's line and it says, please use alternate lanes, and everyone's making a line, but then, you know, a truck will come along and kind of squeeze in there, bypassing all the women and children. Hey, I know we all got to get to work, but yeah, you just made everyone's day by cutting off 5 other people.
Those are confusing. I've been flipped off in one of them before, especially the one on Plessy's with the, what's the merging? Zipper. I almost said scissoring. With the and then she's talking about that too. But merging, it's confusing. And
Is it? Like, I don't, like,
yeah, sometimes there are altercations. People think just because they pile into the one lane that they get to go in front of you.
Yes. Have you heard the person like on the other side of the microphone? Like, you know, so you're on the right side, somebody's in the left lane. You can hear them speed talking their order in because they want to rush through the merger.
oh man. I don't know what it is about just zipper merging and just letting people into traffic that we cannot grasp.
Does it actually really? I'd like to hear from somebody that works that shift right there, and wondering if zippering actually is it just to get more customers through and make more money? Is it actually faster?
I think it's so the line doesn't go out onto the road.
Yeah,
they got the
but
double.
some of them are in those long strip malls, right? I guess it depends on the location. So you think it's more just for land use than it is for.
I know that's what the Plessy's...
Expediting people through? Okay.
That's what Plessy's is for, because if they didn't have the 2 lanes, it would be out onto Pandora every day. So. Okay, we'll wrap up with this. The hooligan wants to reply. Okay, so we get complaints about slow drivers all the time on the bone phone. And then last week we had someone call up and say, hey, easy on the slow drivers. They could be a beginner. They could be, just being cautious. Yada, yada, yada. So the hooligan wants to reply to that.
So on Friday, there was a guy who called in about slow drivers. And this guy on Friday, I think it was, saying about it's fine. You know, people want to drive below the speed limit. Maybe the sun's in their eyes, blah, blah, blah. I forgot their sunglasses. I mean, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But anyway, so I'm going to read something slow so y'all understand. Is it legal to drive under the speed limit in Canada? You can also get a ticket for driving dangerously slow, section of the Motor Vehicle Act requires a person must not drive a motor vehicle at so slow a speed that it impedes or blocks the normal and reasonable movement of traffic, except reduced speeds, weather, or safe operation.
He's the best.
In an area where there's something going on, construction, etc.
Yeah.
So for all you assholes out there who are afraid to drive, I said this before, park your vehicle and sell it.
Okay.
Section what? Sorry.
Got the handbook out.
Hey, I wonder if he keeps it in the glove box. That's a true tell right there. Atta boy, hooligan.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Queens of the Stone Age, 92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station, 641. Philly Joe and Kirby on a Monday morning.
Don't forget about the big win, 50-50, all in support of the Dream Factory. There's 2 ways to get in, and this pot keeps growing. I wish I had an update on where the pot's at right now, but the last I saw, I think it was close to 25,000. It's got to be beyond that now, and the winner would take home half, right?
Yeah.
So you can text us at 762-555. Text us the word DREAM, and they'll give you the link. That was the easiest way I found. Or you can go to our website and get all the details.
It's getting, like as Joe just pointed out, it's getting monstrous, and it's for a great cause, and you want to get in on this, whether it's with by yourself, with a group of people, work buddies, work pals, people. You look, even if there's people at work you don't like, you got to send the email out to everybody. You can't eliminate certain people. Like, you know what I mean? If it's a small office, Larry, that engineer that no one talks to, you might not like him, but you've got to include him on something like this.
Well, I don't know if you have to, but because here's the deal, Phil. You're not going to retire. You're not going to be able to throw in Larry's face going, hey, you didn't get in on this 50-50. But you can rub it in his nose a little bit. If Larry doesn't step out of the furnace room every once in a while to, step up for the
What
$2
did Larry
it's going
ever
to take.
do?
I'm not saying Larry did anything.
No.
I'm saying you need to include everybody, even the people that you might not like, that aren't super social or you're not crazy about them. You still got to include them because they'll feel left out, and they're gonna,
Do you remember that multi-million-dollar win in the lottery here, where I think 2 employees didn't pitch in, and they were on like a regular. No, but the people put together and gave them a little sum of money from the big win, which was good.
That's nice.
Still not the
I
whole
would
amount.
expect you guys to do the same thing if I didn't buy in on a lottery situation.
We always paid for you. There used to be a
We
staff
did.
lottery, and this is the best story ever. Because every now and then Joe will just playfully tease Kirby about being cheap, and you don't like it, and that's okay. No one likes being called
Because
cheap.
I'm not cheap.
Okay, I don't
no.
want to get into that. That's fine. You're not. You actually aren't. You bought me tachos on the weekend. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you offered. No, that's not the point of that story. The point of that story was that everybody chipped in. So we had a PJK. It was 5, 5, and 5. So a couple of times it was like, okay, Phil's covering this week, then I cover that week, and then you were supposed to cover the week after. Then it ended up you didn't have the money, so then I covered, then Phil covered. So it's not a matter of being cheap in those cases. It's a matter of why the hell do we have to drag $5 out of you to match up? Because it was not a priority for you. It's called e-transfer for a reason. It's not I-transfer, okay?
And I used to think to myself, if we ever did win, boy, would I be in an awkward position because I would have to be like, oh, hey, guys. Like,
Well, no, you were always in. We bought you
yeah,
in.
no,
We
I
bought you
know.
in.
But like, technically, you guys could have been
Yes.
like,
Yeah, that's true.
You would have said, hey, just take the $5 out of the win. Well, it's not $5 anymore. It's $4,275.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
What a night Saturday was. Burt Block Party. Well, I'll tell you what a 4 days it was. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wrapped up last night with Tom Cochran, Sass Jordan.
man, the whole weekend just looked so good.
Downtown Winnipeg looked gorgeous. Good on Good on True North. What a party. Kevin Donnelly and his people, man, that was outstanding.
I'll be totally honest. I was pretty pumped about Sass Jordan Streetheart and even Tom Cochran last night, but we left it out on the field on Saturday. All I remember is your lovely wife, Stacy, picking us up on the side of the road, dropping me off.
All three of us, but your wife had to deal with.
Yeah, got in the back seat of the vehicle. I felt like one of your kids. I strapped myself in.
Me and Joe in the back seat, Phil and Stace in the front.
I had to tell you guys to keep it down back there. Don't make me pull this car over. You two were getting out of hand in the back of the SUV.
I said, where are my headphones? Are we there yet? Like, this was terrible. And then
Kirby had bought tachos, so we smelled like we had been outside for like 5 hours plus tachos in that SUV.
Yeah, your poor wife.
Yeah.
She even offered me a ride all the way to Charleswood from downtown so she could go home to Transcona. And you know what I said to myself? I would have said yes as a joke because it would have driven Philly crazy. But I did not because he already knew my car was at your place, Kirby.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, we get to Provencher. I'm the only car parked on that side of the street in front of Kirby's block. But what's across the street? The cops with the flashers going off. They had somebody pulled over. I said, Kirby, you got to move out of this area. It's like,
I was like, do you want me to walk you to your vehicle?
No, I said that to you as a joke. What are you talking about?
Hugh Dillon, man.
I waited till you went upstairs, though. Okay, I did the gentlemanly thing, Phil.
Good, yeah. Attaboy, Joe. That's a solid. But Hugh Dillon was incredible.
He was incredible.
Ran into him side stage.
That was the best.
Wasn't that so cool?
Standing backstage, just shooting the with Hugh Dillon.
Yeah, he just
and Joe got to
walked out.
ask him questions about like his film career and his like TV career.
Your current favorite show. It sounds like. Joe.
I was marking out, and I told him I was marking out about Mayor of Kingstown because he's one of the co-creators of the show with Taylor Sheridan, who put Yellowstone together.
Mm-hmm.
And Hugh Dillon is in Yellowstone. He plays the sheriff. But he plays this great cop and mayor at Kingstown named Ian Ferguson.
Yeah.
It's well worth the watch because he's a Canadian guy and he's got his name on this show. And he actually was pretty pumped about talking about it. He goes, I don't get asked about this a lot.
Yeah, it was cool too. It was cool to watch.
Great moment for me.
He had us laughing.
He's funny.
He's a good storyteller.
And then I had the hardcore logo shirt on.
Yes, you did. He loved that.
He wanted to talk about that. And
then he came out on the stage when they performed, and he went out to the into the crowd.
He worked that crowd like it was like.
But came up to the side, and he pointed at me, and then he gave me the big chop on the shoulder. I might be out of work for about a week.
You were practically in the band on Saturday
was almost
night,
in
man.
the band.
He spent more time in the crowd singing than he spent on stage, Hugh.
It was amazing.
It was an incredible night. It really was so much fun.
We had lots of people come up to us and say hello.
Oh, God, yeah.
Lots of pictures were taken.
Hey, but there was only one kiss handed out.
Right here.
Only one kiss.
I was a little shocked that of all people that got asked for a kiss, Phil did.
And guess what the gentleman's name was?
Yeah, that's the best part.
Dirty Dave.
and Phil took it like a champ.
Yeah, he said, hey, can I give you a kiss? And Phil said, what? Yeah. He goes, can I give you a kiss? He goes, I'm Dirty Dave. And I said, if you're going to get a kiss, why not from Dirty Dave?
He had the best handlebar mustache I've ever seen, and he was gentle. The kiss on the cheek was gentle.
It was
Kirby,
funny.
I still remember there was a few women that were coming out of nowhere going, oh, my God, I love your hair. Mm-hmm. I love your hair.
Which you, by the way, saved because I got it caught in my fan.
Yeah, Kirby had a little fan going, and everybody thought it was the most remarkable thing, right? Yeah. Because there's a little portable fan.
So hot.
It was so hot. And then, of course, all of a sudden, oh, my God! Oh, my God! We were on the side of the stage. I thought, like, we were having a medical incident. Oh, my hair! It's caught my fan! Oh, my God! And there's this fan hanging from her hair, and she goes, don't tear it out! Like I was going to pull her hair out.
Meanwhile, Phil's on his phone, not concerned in the least bit.
Yes,
and there I am trying to MacGyver this thing out of her hair, and it was like, oh, my God.
Did it pull any extensions out?
No, nothing. There's no extensions.
There's no extensions.
Oh, sorry, I'm not keeping up. Okay. I'm glad things
Welcome
worked
to
out.
the program, Phil.
Yeah. We got a bunch of bone phone calls about the Burt Block Party. We'll play those in just a few minutes. After Three Angels, man, to say everybody was singing along to this downtown on Saturday night would be an understatement. Unbelievable. 92.1 City.
Philly, Joe, Kirby.
Philly, Joe, and Kirby.
Podcast.
The Philly, Joe, and Kirby podcast.
So legit, though, 2 days ago, Tuesday, we talked about it on the program, if you were listening, that Joe wants to start a new viral trend. Inspired by Throwback Thursday. There was a Friday one, too.
Yeah, Flashback.
Flashback Friday.
And Way Back on Wednesdays.
Way Back Wednesdays.
These are all just excuses
To post
that we
old
use
photos.
to post old photos.
Well, you didn't post old ones, Kirby. You were like, hey, Way Back Wednesday, here's me from Saturday. So that's what we used to tease you about
But because I am a person that was finding an excuse to post a selfie.
The selfie from the weekend, yes. Yeah. So Joe's got this, and this is perfect for you, Kirby. He's got another reason for you to fire up a selfie, Joe.
2 days ago, Tuesday. It had to have happened on Sunday. It's a chill day for most, but I'll tell you, you'll get a lot of pictures of a beautiful drink on a patio somewhere or on a porch, one of those things. Or it could be at an event. Could be Phil cutting his grass.
Oh, I had
2 days ago
in my white grass cutting shoes.
2 days ago, Tuesday. Could be Phil going off to a hockey camp with his kids.
Last night I took my kid to a skate.
See,
so
that'll come up tomorrow
on Sunday night, so I can use that for 2 days ago Tuesday. This is brilliant.
You went for a walk yesterday morning.
Yeah.
2 days ago, Tuesday.
But then I can't use Sunday Fun Day.
Well, you can.
I can, but it's a different post.
Different picture.
Well, he's not eliminating all other days.
No.
He's just saying that's his. When it catches on, Joe came up with that.
2 days ago, Tuesday.
I can't wait for the
that
movement.
down. Well, you already said the name was too long. Very critical. Where's the support?
She's not on
Hold
board.
on.
Because she's already got a slogan for every day of the week. She doesn't need 2 days ago Tuesday.
No, but she also has FOMO, and she doesn't want to miss out if this thing catches on.
That is so
if you
true.
and I both post tomorrow, she will too.
Hold on, let's roll reverse here for just a second. Let's say it was you that came up with 2 days ago Tuesday, and I was critical and said, the name's too long. But here, this would be your response to 2 days ago Tuesday. It would be, where's the support?
Right, yeah.
How about some validation from you guys for a change?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be
Did I get any of that?
Okay, let me back this parked car up, okay? Joe?
It's a machine. It ain't a car.
Okay.
It's a big deal.
Well, I'm very impressed with your social media movement, and I am 100% behind it, okay?
That's better. That's all he asked for.
Okay, I'm going to take part in it tomorrow.
What about something else, Kirby? If you be you, Joe, tell him that too. I mean, that's what you know.
I told Joe before he went on stage, before you got there, Phil, that he is a star.
At Burt Block
and
Party.
it is time to shine bright.
That's what she said.
Where would you be without that? Where would you be in your career?
I was a nervous wreck. I was a nervous wreck that calmed me right down. Hold on, what was it again? I want to get a tattoo of this in your handwriting.
Star,
you are a star.
and it's time to shine bright.
You made him break down and cry. That was emotional that you said that to him.
Blood shots were wondering what the hell was going on. I said, you're not going to believe this. I've never been on a stage with a band before, and Kirby, I'm thinking on getting this tattoo in her handwriting.
At least it's nice.
PJK Extra. Make sure you join us on Tuesday for 2 days ago Tuesday.
Yeah.
The Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
Still got the after concert ringing in the ears, glow going, but just an observation. Everybody was walking around there drunk like skunks, but nobody's allowed to smoke cannabis there. Like, come on, like, what a stigma. And why the guys didn't you guys come and see me?
All right, it's a great show at the 92 City FM Rocks night. Couple of observations. All right, so I saw my I Mother Earth back in 98. Yeah, I know, I'm old. All right. So back then, some woman's ass landed right on my head, took me out. 26 years later, I'm freaking seeing the same band. Some guy rolls right by my head. He almost takes me out with his freaking ass. I mean, what is it? Every time I see I Mother Earth outside, somebody's ass just about takes me out. Weird coincidence. Okay, a couple other observations. Does anybody else think that the lead singer to Sloan kind of looks like Stephen King? I don't know. Or the lead singer for I Mother Earth kind of looks like Henry Rollins. And what can you say about Hugh Dillon, Mr. Clean's evil twin? I don't know, man, but he is the number one front man and the number one guy in the crowd as well. Rockin' show.
I got a bone to pick with the person who decided the price is at the Burt Block Party. My God, you're charging me an arm and a leg for food. I nearly drained my bank account just buying drinks tonight. Otherwise, I had such an awesome night at the Burt Block Party. Headstones, I'm out there, slowed into Bloodshots. Oh my goodness. What an amazing performance. It was such an awesome time. It was an honor seeing you guys. I hope everybody has a great day. I hope everybody had a great time. Tyler out.
You hear this music? Oh my God! Woo! I finally got to meet Billy, Kirby, and Joe, and I'm so happy.
Yay! That's right on. Everybody come down to the party tonight. Yes. Yay! We're way done. I'm on the roof right now. Be on. One more night to go. Yeah, Tom Gosford on Sunday night. You guys are the best. We want this.
So I was standing right beside those
I'm
people.
like, I recognize a voice in there.
Yeah, I was in there with them. They were like, we want to call the bone phone. I'm like, well, do it then. And I dialed it up from my phone and let
That's
them
amazing.
let them leave that message. And as far as guilty goes, I can't believe we didn't run into him. Like, we ran
Shocked.
into so many people. But it's a big venue, and we were busy, doing on stage stuff and such.
I was totally shocked because there was something he had posted on Instagram that I had seen.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought for sure at some point between the 92.1 City tent, which was very busy handing out a bunch of stuff, to closer to the stage, I thought for sure.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, we were going to run into him. So I apologize. Haven't seen him in a bit.
You know what else was funny? So Joe buys a round, and it just kept growing so he was, I got this round, and it was me and Kirby and a couple of other people. And the Bloodshots, you bought a round. They were and that round grew, though. It turned into, I don't know why you want to know what that round
Yeah, Joe.
Well, the guy that was complaining about the price, I got him covered next year. I'll buy him a drink next year.
But you bought everybody else a drink. So then it was my turn. I got this round. I go up. I get in line, and as I'm about to, so I got Kirby, I got Joe, a couple other people in there, and then some guy goes, I got this round. So he took care of my round.
Yes.
And Joe's like, oh, you get to keep your wallet closed for another hour, eh?
That's it. It worked out good. Timing is everything, Kirby.
That is true.
This is the Philly Joe and Kirby podcast.
For those asking, no. The Pearl Jam song of the day has not come up yet on our program.
It's Black today, okay? The song is Black, and to be honest, I'm letting everybody down because I did not check on what time it was playing, but hold on.
I know.
What
Dude,
a,
I know.
what
Yeah, I
a
do know.
letdown.
I do know, but I want to let you do it. This has become your thing. You'll find it quickly
No, let
enough.
him be a letdown.
I'll tell you why. No, I can't find the email. Let me be a letdown.
What a thing to say.
Wow.
What a thing to say.
What a buddy. Number one buddy. Oh, you know why? I'll find it right here. Here it is. It's coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, so an hour away. And I don't care. Iron Mike's away this week.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you when it's coming up today. I'm feeling it today.
I know it took you a while to find the email because Iron Mike, I'll give him, the man is organized. We know this. We
Yes.
love that about him. But I think he's set the email record like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's hard to go through all those emails and find the song of the day.
Now, you were out at, where was it, Can Central?
Yes.
On Saturday.
Sports cards and memorabilia.
Yeah, it's a fantastic place.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's been around a long time, couple different owners, and you got some new people behind it now. And you had Morris Lukowicz there.
Cliff, the owner, is fantastic. Morris Lukowicz was there.
Tremendous.
Yeah,
Cliff's the new guy.
Yeah.
That owns it. Yeah,
That's awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So you got a big crowd there hanging out because, hey, collectibles are a fantastic thing still in Morris Lukowicz. So my day is I have to call Kirby. So I know she likes to get a text before a call.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
No, you just like to break the rules.
I have never been so happy to be on location. First of all,
I'm telling you.
Can Central was outstanding, and that's my world,
Yes.
the sports cards and everything. But I knew you were in charge of logistics with Curbs, of getting to the Burt Block Party, so that made me happy that you were doing that.
Well, you weren't going to be able to get there. You weren't going to be able to get there early.
That's why. Yeah.
And we had the availability because our friends, the Bloodshots, were going on at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it's a real rule I'm breaking here. Real rule breaker. Text
Just
before you call.
Up
I
and
said-
cold calls me in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was noon.
Like a telemarketer over here.
It was noon. Yeah, because my number comes up from like Ajax,
Likely
Ontario.
spam.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Cold call.
A cold call.
Who is this cold
Trying
call?
to sell me a vacuum.
The nerve of this guy to cold call me.
Kirby, here's the plan. I'm going to drive to your house because you had the open plan on the air on Friday about us getting together and going together because you didn't want to go on your own.
Yeah.
Okay. So the idea is I'm going to drive my car to your house in St. Boniface, and then we'll figure it out from there. Maybe Uber. Okay. So what happens? There was no incident, by the way, in the lineup. A few people have been asking. No, she did not embarrass me.
No, because I didn't bring anything. I literally left my whole purse at home.
There's no incident in line. The crazy purple-haired lady
But
did
I'll
not
tell
have
you,
a big bag.
he wasn't even there for 2 seconds out of his vehicle, and he was already giving me some life advice.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, Joe.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, if you look up the word thriving in the dictionary, it's not a picture of Shalinda Kirby. It was my moment of time to give you a little piece of friendly advice before the Uber got here. And here's the best part of the Uber. I've ordered Uber 3 times in my life, and I know there's a choice on size of vehicle. She goes, oh, I think this is us. Is that a Hyundai? I go, no, that's a Ford across the street. And I said, why would he be across the street, Kirby? They come right up to you. Okay, here comes the Hyundai. This guy's side of his vehicle is scraped up like he's a body shop billboard ready to happen. This is what we're getting into. Now, I don't know if I have to open the guy's car door with my leg in my hand to get in.
Crowbar.
Yeah, because Kirby, here's the help she is. She goes, no, I'll get in on the driver's side because that was the good side, of course. So that's how the night started. But to be honest, Phil, we ended up getting there a little bit earlier, and it was incident-free.
No, nothing happened.
No.
Well, that's other than getting a very small Uber. Kirby, you said Joe was not happy with the size.
next time I will get a limo, for God's sakes.
No.
Holy,
no, just a vehicle big enough for 3 people.
Philly, Joe, Kirby.
Philly, Joe, and Kirby.
Podcast.
The Philly, Joe, and Kirby podcast.
I'll say that, Joe, and I think the story you have is worth telling, but
Okay.
but hit and runs are not hit and runs or just people bumping into your vehicle in parking lots. I used to, we all used to kind of poke fun at people who parked far away in parking lots, like where there's nobody else parked, and be like, oh, somebody loves their vehicle. But it is so common now. I got a newish truck. It's already got a bump on it or a little dent from somebody who banged into it in a parking lot.
Ding dings.
Yeah, always.
The older I get, the further away I park. I swear to God. Just because I hate dealing with, I think we've talked about it on the show too, the shopping cart in the side of the door. That happened on my SUV a couple of years back.
It's ridiculous how common it is, and people just cruise out of there like, oh yeah, I dented your vehicle.
Phil and I have to get in here before you because you like to park your car at an angle, that RAV4 at an angle so no one touches it. But, you
guys don't leave me a lot of room, okay?
What? I am as far to the left as I can get.
We're in the lines as best we can be.
Okay, this story isn't about me.
No. I will say this. I was getting my hair cut. It's in a strip mall, and the parking lot, and some places get it. They give you enough berth within each parking spot, between the yellow lines. Some places it's pretty narrow. This place is very narrow as far as parking. Anyway, I leave, get in my car, start driving away, and I'm heading to another spot, which is 5 minutes away from where I get my hair cut, and I notice something flapping on my wiper. So I pull over, and I grab the sheet of paper, and it's a license plate, and it says, this person swiped your car. And I go, swipe my car. So I look, and sure enough, on the back passenger corner, it's all scraped up.
No.
Once I got a cloth and something to wipe it off, it took away all the white smudge that came off, but there's still enough of a scrape that I have to make an appointment with MPI. But I'm going, so somebody left me the license plate. So I phoned back, and I said to Victor, who cuts my hair, I said, any chance that this car happens to be in the lot? And he says to me, yeah, actually, but it's farther down. So when I got that information, I'm going like, what do I do here? And it's an older lady, okay? It's a senior citizen, like much older.
So they hit your vehicle and then parked further away?
So, yeah. So that's the part. It's not even, but you have
Sorry,
to.
but like what?
You have to claim a hit and run and you don't want to do that because it's a senior. But at the end of the day, I don't want this to happen to somebody else because in the back of my mind, I'm going, you hit my car. And where the scrape is on their door, the back door, it is so long on their car. There is no way that they don't know they hit the other car. And then to be cognizant enough to move it down a few spots and park it like nothing happened, I was pretty pissed because the inconvenience is on me now.
Yeah.
So I felt so bad because you find out it's a senior citizen. But anyway.
You have to do it, though.
I had to
Like,
because
you have to,
what if they make a claim that I hit them?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I have this piece of paper with a license plate on it, and I showed it to somebody.
Somebody
And
narked
that's
on
a,
them.
They could tell by the handwriting. That's a woman. That's a good Samaritan. You could tell by the handwriting.
So somebody saw it happen, then that's why they wrote you that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'll tell you what, the procedure at MPI was fantastic. Like, it took 10 minutes to get a person you do the report on, and then you have to do a police report now because they
Right.
call it hit and run. I said, well, it's more like a stay and it's like a hit and stay.
Like they just found a different parking spot.
Yes. But, oh my God.
I'll tell you what, this investigation though, Joe, you did a good job.
Well,
You're
I brought it to Kirby.
You're like McGruff the crime dog. Whoop, whoop, looking around. You got the note on the. you went and talked to
Do you
your
want me to go
barber.
talk to the senior? I'll talk to the senior.
No.
Kirby's good with seniors.
I
She
I
can
love
help.
seniors.
We can't talk to the senior. Don't ruin my case here.
For more Philly, Joe, and Kirby, log it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.